After Yuan Shang killed Shi Huan, he became overconfident. Without waiting for Yuan Tan's reinforcements, he led tens of thousands from Liang to face Cao Cao's vanguard. Zhang Liao rode out first. Yuan Shang thrust his spear, but after only a few rounds, he could not withstand and was routed. Zhang Liao pressed the attack, and Yuan Shang fled in disorder back to Ji province. When Yuan Shao heard of his son's defeat, he was struck with shock and anger. His old illness flared up, he vomited blood and collapsed unconscious. Lady Lu rushed him inside. His condition worsened rapidly. She summoned Shen Pei and Feng Ji to discuss the aftermath. Yuan Shao could no longer speak, only gesturing with his hands. Lady Lu asked if Yuan Shang should succeed. Yuan Shao nodded. Shen Pei quickly wrote a will at the bedside. Yuan Shao convulsed, spat more blood, and died. After his death, Shen Pei handled the funeral. Lady Lu, jealous and resentful, had Yuan Shao's 5 favored concubines killed, shaved, scarred, and mutilated so that they could not reunite with him in the underworld. Yuan Shang, fearing revenge from their families, killed their households as well. Shen Pei and Feng Ji installed Yuan Shang as commander-in-chief, ruling Ji, Qing, Yu, and Bing provinces. At this time, Yuan Tan had already raised troops in Qingzhou. Hearing of his father's death, he consulted with Guotu and Xin Ping. Guotu said, "Since you are not in Ji province, Shen Pei and Feng Ji must have set Yuan Shang as heir. We must move quickly." Xin Ping warned, "If you rush, you risk a trap." Guotu suggested stationing outside Ji province and observing while he went in to investigate. Guotu entered and met Yuan Shang, claiming Yuan Tan was too ill to come. Yuan Shang replied, "Fathers will establish me as heir, but I will honor my brother as general of chariots and cavalry. With Chao's army pressing, let my brother lead the front. I will support from behind." Guotu requested Shen Pei or Feng Ji to assist. Yuan Shang reluctantly allowed Feng Ji to accompany Guotu to Yuan Tan's camp. There Yuan Tan feigned anger, accusing Feng Ji of deceit. He wanted to execute him, but Guotu urged restraint. "Keep him for now to calm Yuan Shang. Once Cao is defeated, you can contend for Ji province." Yuan Tan agreed. Soon the two armies clashed at Liang. Yuan Tan sent Wang Zhao, who was killed in single combat by Su Huang. Yuan Tan's army collapsed, and he fled into Liang, pleading for Yuan Shang's aid. Yuan Shang, advised by Shen Pei, sent only 5,000 men, who were ambushed and destroyed by Eugene and Li Dian. Learning of this, Yuan Tan furiously executed Feng Ji, and even considered surrendering to Cao Cao. Yuan Shang feared if Yuan Tan defected, Ji province would fall, so he personally led forces with the Lu brothers, Lu Kuang and Lu Xiang. Yuan Tan rejoiced at his brother's arrival, and for the moment abandoned thoughts of surrender. The two brothers stationed inside and outside Liang in a standoff. Soon Yuan Shi and Gao Gan also brought troops, but despite their efforts, Yuan forces repeatedly lost, while Chao's army triumphed. In the spring of Jianan Year 8, Cao Cao launched a full-scale offensive. Yuan Tan, Yuan Shi, Yuan Shang, and Gao Gan were routed and abandoned Liang. Cao advanced to besiege Ji province. Yuan Tan and Yuan Shang retreated into the city, while Yuan Shi and Gao Gan camped nearby. Repeated assaults failed until Guojiao advised. The Yuan brothers in haste aid each other, but with time they quarrel. Instead of wasting here, march south against Lu Biao of Jingzhou. Once the Yuans fall to infighting, return and crush them in one stroke. Cao Cao approved, leaving Jia Su and Cao Hong in charge, and marched south. The Yuan brothers rejoiced at his retreat. Yuan Shi and Gao Gan withdrew. But Yuan Tan remained resentful. "I am the eldest son, yet I hold no inheritance, while Yuan Shang, born of a concubine, holds the title. I cannot accept this." Guotu proposed luring Yuan Shang and Shen Pei to a feast and killing them. Advisor Wang Xiu warned, "Brothers are like two hands, cutting one off cannot bring strength." Abandon kinship and none will trust you. This is the slanderer's scheme for short-term gain. Yuan Tan grew angry and dismissed him, then sent invitations. Shun Pei suspected a trap and urged Yuan Shang to strike first. Yuan Shang rode out with 50,000 troops. The brothers clashed, exchanging curses. Yuan Tan was defeated and fled to Pingyuan, besieged on 3 sides. Guitu again suggested, "Our supplies are low. Let us appeal to Cao Cao. If he attacks Ji province, Yuan Shang will retreat, and we can seize the chance." He recommended Xian Bai as envoy. Xian Bai hurried to Cao Cao's camp. Many officers distrusted Yuan Tan's plea, but Sun Yu argued. Lu Biao sits idle, while the Yuan brothers destroy each other. Aid Yuan Tan to break Yuan Shang, then later destroy Yuan Tan as well. This is the moment to decide the realm. Cao Cao rejoiced. Xian Bai further explained that Yuan power was exhausted, famine raged, and heaven itself doomed them. Persuaded, Cao Cao marched back north. Liu Bei, fearing a ruse, retreated to Jingzhou. Yuan Shang, learning of Chao's return, rushed back to Yi, leaving Lu Kuang and Lu Xiang to cover. Yuan Tan chased, but the Lu brothers ambushed him. He appealed. "When my father lived, I never treated you poorly. Why do you press me now?" Touched, they surrendered to Yuan Tan, but he directed them to surrender to Cao Cao instead. They accompanied him to Chao's camp, where Cao welcomed them, even arranging marriage ties with Yuan Tan and infeffing the Lu brothers as lords. Guitu, however, warned that Chao's intentions were false and urged secretly bribing the Lu brothers with seals to gain their aid. They turned the seals over to Cao, who laughed, realizing Yuan Tan's duplicity, and from then on resolved to eliminate him. Meanwhile, Yuan Shang, guided by Shun Pei, attacked Pingyuan but failed. Cao Cao, urged by Suyu who defected from Yi, struck quickly. Suyu advised diverting the Zhang River to flood Yi. Chao's generals defeated Yuan forces at Maoqing and Handan, then besieged Yi. Shun Pei defended fiercely, even discovering and blocking a secret tunnel. But eventually Chao's troops dug massive trenches and flooded the city. With famine and flood within the city, morale collapsed. Xian Bai outside displayed Yuan Shang's robes to entice surrender. Shun Pei, enraged, executed Xian Bai's entire family atop the walls. His nephew Shen Rong, angered, betrayed the city. At dawn, the gates opened to Chao's army. Shun Pei was captured alive. When brought before Cao Cao, he declared, "I lived as Yuan's minister, I will die as Yuan's ghost." Refusing surrender, he demanded to face north toward his late lord before execution. Cao, impressed, buried him honorably. Sun Chunlin, the writer of Yuan Shao's infamous proclamations against Cao Cao, was also captured. Cao asked why he had slandered his family. Chunlin replied, "The arrow was on the string, I had no choice but to release it." Cao admired his talent and spared him. At this time, Cao Cao's eldest son, Cao Pai, then 18, followed his father. He boldly entered Yuan Shao's mansion, sword drawn, encountering 2 women weeping inside. The fate of the Yuan family remained uncertain. Summary. After Yuan Shao's death, Shun Pei and Feng Ji supported Yuan Shang as heir, provoking Yuan Tan's resentment. The Yuan brothers fought repeatedly, while Cao Cao skillfully balanced between them. Following Guijia's strategy, Cao feigned retreat to Jingzhou, waited for their infighting, then returned to strike. Xian Bai persuaded Cao to first destroy Yuan Shang, then Yuan Tan. Yuan Shang was routed, Yi besieged, and Suyu's plan to divert the Zhang River led to the city's collapse. Shun Pei remained loyal unto death, refusing surrender. Cao spared Chunlin for his talent, while infeffing defectors like the Lu brothers to stabilize the region. The chapter ends with Cao Pai stepping onto the stage, foreshadowing the rise of the next generation of Wei. Knowledge points. 1. The novel compresses several years of warfare into one chapter. Historically, the struggle for Ji province between Yuan Tan and Yuan Shang and Cao Cao's campaigns stretched across 202 to 204 CE with multiple back-and-forth battles. 2. The episode of sending out old and weak citizens to fake surrender, then launching a surprise attack, is a dramatization. In history, official Li Fu escaped Yi disguised among people leaving at night, but there is no record of a mass decoy ambush.